Hi there, everyone. Welcome to Beth Green's Magical Piano Improvisations for June 3rd, 2021, and thereafter. And that over there is Sweet Baby James and the two dogs. So we're very happy to have you, and we are looking forward to you joining us and writing comments. You know, we can chat if you comment now. We can chat live. If not, write to me later, and I'll answer you then. So, I think we should just get started, shall we? I'm going to play the piano for you, and playing the piano for you means that I improvise because that's all I do. I just sit down and I play whatever comes to me and hope for the best, and you do too. So. So, welcome to Beth Green's Magical Piano Improvisations. We live stream every Thursday night at 7 p.m. Pacific time, and I always play new music because I always improvise. So, how are we doing, James? Do you have something to report before I go on?
Yes, indeed. Blanquita says, Beth and James, hello.
Hello,
And then after
Blanquita.
hearing you play, she said, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Mil gracias.
That's it for now.
Okay, wonderful. Wonderful. I want to tell you that I am going to be releasing an album of solo piano improvisations on June 25th. And it's going to be on Spotify and Pandora and Apple Music and all those streaming sites. And the album is called Peace Beyond Reason, Piano Improvisations from the Soul. So get ready. June 25th, you'll be able to hear the music and download the music. But in the meantime, I'm always here with you live every Thursday night. It was?
Oh, fantastic. Very exciting.
Oh, good. I'm so glad. So,
So we've had other comments come in.
good. So we have some people live tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Lovely.
Jose says, hello, greetings from Venezuela.
Oh, Jose.
And Sangita
Abrazos, Jose. Sangita, hello.
says, namaste, greetings from Nepal.
Oh.
And we also had a greeting from Ecuador.
Oh.
And then Cherry says, love to hear your music, ma'am, Beth. Keep safe always.
Oh, thank you, Cherry. So good to hear from you always.
And then Suzanne says, how long have you been playing the piano? Amazing.
Oh, do you want to know?
She would like to know.
Well, let me answer that question then.
Yeah.
So, I studied the piano from the age of 6 to the age of 15. And I, took the usual traditional classical music, but I was born with a hereditary disorder, and I was very weak, and I couldn't play very well. So it was extremely frustrating for me. I couldn't practice. I was weak. I couldn't play. And then I had to give up the piano when I was 15 because I became chronically ill and very disabled. So if I played the piano, it hurt, and then I couldn't eat, and it was a disaster. So I stopped playing the piano. Stopped playing the piano when I was 15. And then I did some digital computer, generated, not generated, but I worked on the computer and created some CDs, but I never played. And then when I was 73, seriously, I was 73 years old, James and I got the message from the internal message that we should buy a piano, a grand piano, an expensive piano, and I couldn't play. So that's what we did. We bought the piano, and I got the guidance not to play classical music anymore because I couldn't do it. It was crippling my body, my hands, my shoulders, everything. And then I started to play again at 73, and now I'm 76. So in essence, I've been improvising for 3 years, and I can play better now than I did when I was 15 or 14 or 13. And I don't know how it happens, but I just tune in. And I want to tell you something, Cherry.
Suzanne.
Cherry's the one who asked the question. Suzanne. Okay. I have decided to offer coaching for anybody who wants to learn how to improvise on the piano. And so you can go to my website. In fact, I should put something in the description, and you can study piano with me. Many people have said, can I study piano with you? I don't teach beginning piano, like if you want to learn. I can't do that. First of all, I can't see well enough. I don't work with music, and I only improvise. But if you have some kind of skill and you can play, I would be so happy to help you to learn how to freely express yourself, which is what I do. And so please consider taking coaching. I call it liberating the improviser within. So you can study with me, and we do it on Zoom, on the internet. And so that's what I'm doing. But as you can see, I have not been playing the piano for a long time. I didn't play for 58 years, and then I started playing again 3 years ago. And now, even though I still have major disabilities and pain, I can play as long as I improvise, and I don't play too long because then I'm crippled. So that is the story of my playing the piano, and that answers your question. So if you think that you would like to play the piano, you don't have to have played for 100 years. I mean, I did have training as a child, but I wasn't good because I was just too weak to play the piano or do a lot of other things. So I hope that answers your question.
And you have received a bouquet of flowers from Blanquita.
Oh, gracias, Blanquita. So, okay. So I will conclude tonight with something. And remember, I just improvise. That means I play from the heart and I express myself. And I wish every pianist could get the benefit of being able to express themselves freely. And I want to help you. So I'm going to put something in the
Post.
description. Because I just started this program and I've already started working with people. And, you don't know this maybe, but I am an intuitively guided counselor. So I have skills as an improviser and I also have skills as a counselor. So we go deep. If we want to understand why your expression is blocked, we will find out. So, back to the music.
Suzanne says, thank you.
Don't give up, Suzanne. If I can do it, anybody can do it. That's what I think. And I don't have perfect pitch. I don't know how I do it. It's just in the hands. So we broadcast Beth Green's Magical Piano Improvisations every Thursday night at 7 p.m. We also have a program called Granny Rocks, which is commentary, but I play the piano now when I'm doing the commentary, and that's Wednesday nights at 6:30. And I want to tell you one more thing, Suzanne, which is that I'm still disabled. And there's a lot of things that I cannot do on the piano because I can't do it physically. But who cares? I focus on what I can do instead of what I can't do. So there you have it.
Well, it's hard to believe you're disabled when I hear such power coming through those fingers.
I can't believe it either, but you should see how I feel afterwards. Yeah.
Well, there are no more comments.
Okay.
We had some nice likes and loves.
Wonderful. So we must have a pretty small audience live tonight, but we're always grateful that you come, whether you come live or you come afterwards. And I know Facebook hasn't been notifying people. I don't know what's going on with Facebook, but come on whenever you can and join us for Beth Green's Magical Piano Improvisations. And look at my, for those of you who speak English, or I think maybe you can get a translation, the little blurb that we have, the description of the show. And I'm going to put in some information about my coaching, and soon you'll have an album that you can listen to anytime in your car or whatever it is, because it's all audio. And we are just getting started here at our age. Yes, and you can too. So with no further ado, I will say thank you so much for being with me and supporting me, and I hope that I have also supported you tonight. So bye-bye from me and Sweet Baby James and the dogs. Yes.